Are you tired of simping for ungrateful warlocks and mages? So boring. Had enough of doing 3k DPS with the Fairy Covenant. This DPS is so small. Hello healers, Donkey Storm here, and I've been getting a little tired of the Night Fae meta too, so I've been playing around with a build that is pretty much the most maximum DPS that a priest can possibly be, and I've been having a ton of fun with it. So in this video, I'm going to go over the covenants, gear, setup, and how to play it so that you can maximize your DPS and tell those warlocks and mages to... Alright, so first things first, we're going to be going back to Kyrian, and we're going to be taking the Forge Light Prime Mechanicos Soulbind. We're going to be following down to the left to take a Potency Conduit, Courageous Ascension to make your boon stronger. We're going to be taking to the right and then down the center here so that we get an extra Endurance Conduit. We want to get the Hammer of Genesis to give us even more haste than we're already going to be getting. Resonant Words, we are still going to need to heal people. We're going to take the Soul Glow Spectrometer, which is going to increase our DPS as well. And then we are going to, of course, get Effusive Anima Accelerator, which is going to give us our boons back even more often. So we're going back to Kyrian with this build. So the thing that's going to make this build a little bit unique is the trinkets. We're going to be running double DPS trinkets, and they're very specific. The first one is Resonant Reservoir. This drops from Dasenye in Sepulchre. However, I would recommend just getting it at any possible item level you can. This thing is super strong. I got mine out of the raid quest that we got at the beginning of Season 4, and you can upgrade it over time, but definitely going to want to get your hands on this. The way this trinket works is that you target something and you use the trinket. The first time you use it, it will do 1 halo. You can see the little circle going out there, and it will damage everything within the halo. Then you'll notice you get a little buff up here that says your next disintegration halo will fire 2 times. And it'll go all the way up to 4, with your 4th halo is going to do a lot of AoE damage, and then it will reset back to 1 again. You'll notice that I track this trinket here on a weak aura, which has the remaining time left on the trinket, as well as this little 2 here shows me what number of halos I'm on. So if it's like a 4, I might hold on to it for a little bit to make sure I really get value out of it. Whereas if it's a 1, I might just kind of toss it out there to start increasing the number of halos. But you can do an incredible amount of DPS with this trinket. So make sure that you're tracking it. Make sure that you're really trying to make the most out of it. It's not that great on single target, but it can really smash in AoE. And then the second trinket that we're going to be running is Deteriorated Construct Core. This drops from Upper Karazhan, and basically what this does is that your range attacks and spells have a chance to release a ball of volatile energy that travels toward your target, dealing damage to everything it passes through. So we'll see if we can proc one of these here. I'm just going to start firing away at this target dummy here. They are pretty random how it comes out. I haven't really found a great way to track this yet, but just periodically you'll see, like, there it is, a big like Pikachu ball of energy goes through an enemy, and it actually does a lot of damage too. And the nice thing about this one is that you don't have to worry about it. There's no active part. This is completely passive. Look, there goes another one. I guess just from having Shadow Word Paint up. And it will not pull other groups. I can confirm that. I've seen it crash right into packs we're not in combat with, and it will not pull them. When you run these 2 trinkets together, they can each do like as much as 15% of your DPS, depending on the dungeon, how big the pulls are, how lucky you get with your electric Pikachu balls, and how well you use your Resonant Reservoir. You can really smash with these. Alright, so the only other real setup thing you're going to want to be sure to have is Divine Star, and you should be using this regardless of the build you're running. So let's just kind of go through what an example pull might look like where you have everything up. You're going to want to keep Divine Star and Holy Fire on cooldown all the time, no matter what build you're running. So you can run into a new pull, fire off Divine Star, use your Holy Fire, and then your Resonant Reservoir. You can hit your boon, and then you're going to want to go Blast, Nova, Nova, Blast, Nova, Nova, Blast, Nova, Nova, as much as your group allows you to, pretty much without needing to heal anyone. And then your Divine Star and your Holy Fire off cooldown. And right there, that was 15k DPS, and that's only, oh, and there goes a Pikachu ball flying off into the distance. And that was only like 4 loosely stacked targets. So imagine what you could do on like a Murloc pull in Gambit. It's a lot of fun. I think you guys will really like it. Just remember, you do still need to heal people. You might need to interrupt your boon a little bit. You can always use a Guardian Spirit, like on the tank, if you just really want to go ham. But your primary responsibility is still keeping people alive. All right, so let's address the elephant in the room. Is this a meme build? I would say kind of. Night Fae is really good. I don't know how comfortable I would be in running this in like a really, really high key. You lose your free seed death. You lose your ability to give a damage reduction on someone. I was running it in lower 20s and I was having a ton of fun with it. It was very viable. I don't think it's unviable by any means, but it's definitely going to be a hit to your healing and your ability to keep people alive in favor of just like being able to do your own damage. So if you miss that about like season 3 Holy Priest, run this every once in a while and see how you like it. I would say if you're a person that's not pushing like really high keys, I actually think it's pretty good. And the reason I think so is that I think in uncoordinated pugs, especially if the DPS players maybe aren't using their cooldowns to the fullest, Fae Guardians feels like kind of a waste. It can feel really bad to like see a mage totally blow the PI you gave them, or watch someone not using their cooldowns effectively when you really count on them for that, because that's where your DPS is going when you're Night Fae. So yes, it's a bit of a meme build, but I think if you're playing, in low 20s or lower than that, I think you're really okay running this. Because your Fae Guardians might not be going to good enough use anyway. So give it a try. See what you like it. If you try it out and you have fun with it, leave a comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to see this build or more like it in action, check out my stream right here on YouTube on this channel, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 9 Pacific. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.